Welcome to In Hindsight. I'm your host, Dave, where we showcase local New Mexico. And today we are joined by,
Michaela.
Alex.
Victor.
and we are going to talk about hot topics and also know about what New Mexico has to offer, especially on the weekends. And also, are you the a-hole? So I actually have plans tonight with my friend, and I'm trying to go to dinner.
Okay.
But like, I don't want to go to like the usual dinner that I go to. Do you guys have any like spots that you guys like love to go, especially if it's more like kind of more intimate, kind of like just two people, three people kind of thing?
I've heard it's a really great spot downtown for tapas and stuff like that on the corner. And I've been willing to go check it out. Me and my roommate checked it out our first night in town, and it was really amazing.
It's like a wine bar, right?
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
It's around the corner, I believe.
Yeah,
Okay.
and it's got like a real cool like seating area. I like to go there to get some of my projects done when I'm editing and stuff like that as well. Get a glass of wine. It's real nice, intimate. You can have a conversation with each other and stuff like that.
Did you
That's
guys
it.
have to have a reservation to get in, or do you,
No.
you like they do take like open seating?
No, what you're talking about is when you go into the building, there's like a hanging out area, and then the restaurant's off to the side.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
What
Like
about
you
you?
can grab a glass of wine and take it there. I'm sorry.
Oh no, you're good. What about you, Michaela? What's your like favorite spots?
I feel like a really good spot is Vernon's. I feel like it's a favorite.
Oh, the Vernon Speakeasy.
Yeah, have you been
but,
there?
But you have to have a reservation.
Oh, you don't have, yeah.
Yeah.
It's tonight.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Okay. Yeah. No, I've been there for a friend's birthday, and she decided to do like a 50s theme,
Oh,
like
that's
get together for like
fun.
our meetup. So we're all dressed up like a 50s theme,
That'd be
like the
cool.
girls and the boys. It is really cool, but it is really like pricey. I mean, technically, I'm not paying for my dinner tonight. That's why I'm like, I want to go somewhere nice, because like my friend is like treating me for my birthday dinner, because like she can't come to like my birthday group dinner, so she's like, pick a night, and then we'll go out, and like she picked tonight. So
I
we're
feel
gonna
like
go
another
out.
favorite's Papados too. Have you-
Papados. Oh yeah, Papados is really good, but it's crazy busy on the weekends because the movie theater is right there. So like I try to like go with my husband like on the weekdays, because like usually like unless like we have to see a movie. So like what I'll do is like I'll make a reservation like just before my movie, because like everybody goes there before their movie, because like the movie theater's right there. So like I think we did it once, and like we forgot it was like a Saturday. And then like they were just like, yeah, it'll be like an hour and 45 minutes, and I'm like, but my movie's gonna be playing in an hour and 45
What about that
minutes.
hotel that's across from the sawmill?
Oh, Hotel
Market,
Chaco.
uh-huh.
I've actually never been to the restaurant. I've only been to the sawmill, and like like they have like a salsa thing there, like a couple nights. I can't remember like a month, but like I've never actually. Maybe I should try like the restaurant there.
Yeah, the one on, I think it's like the 14th floor or something like that. It's
Oh,
really
I
nice.
didn't even know about that.
Yeah.
But that's the
Yeah.
thing too. It's just like I am a foodie, I am a chef, so like I do like going out. Like I can't go out as much as I want to because I'm not that rich. But like like I do have like the spots that I love to go. But like I do think that like I'm also like I feel like Yelp sometimes is also like not helpful. Like
It's
Yelp.
it's not good. It's like some people give you like they're like, oh, I didn't like the restaurant, but then they don't go into depth of like what they didn't like about it. It's like it was so broad. Like
And everyone has like a preference too.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
Then I think everybody writes it when they're in that moment. So whatever they're feeling that moment, it's what goes on there,
I'm that guy.
exactly.
You know? I'm that person.
Yeah, because like I think like also like food is very personal, because it's really hard, because like I am a meetup organizer, so like I do food meetups because everybody shows up, because who doesn't want to eat.
Yeah, everyone
So-
loves food.
Yeah, exactly. So like but I have like a cap on like my numbers that I go to, because like I don't want it to be like too crazy and take, and then also like if people doesn't show up kind of thing, it's
Yeah.
better to get it like more intimate. But like yeah, it's just that like I just feel like now like there's like this standard that I created, and I'm just like I don't want that. Because then like everybody's expecting like this is gonna be good food, like you know what I mean, because like you're a chef, like I mean you can cook pretty much all of it if you want to, but like you're choosing to like spend your money outside for a reason, right? And I'm just like, that's true, but also I go to McDonald's.
Yeah.
Like I'm not saying that like I mean don't get me wrong, I love I have like high fluty food and snobby food, but like sometimes I'm like I'm just hungry and I don't want to cook, and my husband doesn't cook. So I'm just like, and I have like, like it's only like $5 for like 25 chicken nuggets, that kind of deal. And I'm like, yeah, go to McDonald's, I get like a free fries, kind of thing. So it's just like Like sometimes I don't really tell people I'm a chef because she's like, oh, so that means you know where to go. I'm like, but also like I'm a creature of habits. So I go to the same place that I like because I know I like them already. So I don't want to take a chance on other places. You know, so that's why like I'm trying to like look at Yelp and I'm just like, okay, where should we go? Like that kind of thing. Because like I said, it's like sometimes Yelp is helpful, but then sometimes like it only like focus on your location or what restaurant they want to push, like whoever paid, right? So so sometimes it's, and also like that's the thing too with like Yelp, like I get annoyed because like I am Asian, so like in my culture, I mean we don't really give good service, like it's like a thing.
But
So like I always tell people, it's just like the best Asian restaurants are like the ones that are like run down, barely any signs, have boxes in front of the bathroom. You know what I mean?
They're
you
like, we
don't-
have to give good service.
yeah. So, but that's the thing. It's just like they barely like pay attention to you. They don't even fill your water, and I'm just like, yeah, but like the food though, the food though. I mean, the food though. And they're just like, but they're just like, but like it looks like sad, and I'm just like, yeah, because Asian people are cheap. They don't want to pay for the spot.
yeah,
But they know people are gonna come for their food, so they don't care. Like they're, and also they know like they're not gonna get good service.
So where are you guys thinking about going tonight?
I couldn't find a place. That's the thing. It's like for my birthday dinner for my group, we're going to Savoy, and then my husband wants to take me to Indigo, and I just like I don't want to just like go to Indigo and tell my husband like I'm not going to Indigo.
I like
know.
the Chaco idea. I think it's a good vibe.
Yeah.
But also it's like a balcony. Like it's a balcony top, so
It's
it's,
a
like
little
an open
bit,
space.
yeah. It's like a little
So-
bit too cold for me.
Yeah, I was gonna
right
say
now.
it would depend on the weather as well.
Yeah,
With this wind, especially.
yeah. The wind is like. Well, I live in the west side, so like the wind is even crazier. So like when I go to east side, I'm like, it's not as bad, you know, not like dying or anything. So, but yeah, it's just like, so like, but what like weekends? Like, what do you guys do? Like, do you guys go to like? I do heard there's like comedy stuff on the weekends and stuff. Like, do you get like, what do you guys do like after dinner and stuff to like kill time?
I'm always interested in going to a good comedy show, you know.
Oh,
I've been
okay.
looking for an open mic. I want to try it, but definitely some comedy.
Karaoke.
I do love some karaoke. Like, I am addicted to it.
I've been really just scaling all the events in the city. Me and my business partner are trying to operate our entertainment company, so we've just
Okay.
been getting a sample size of everything. So I've been to a couple open mics, been really into the salsa classes and like bachata and stuff like that.
Where are those? Like, where do you go for those?
So they have salsa classes Tuesdays and Thursday nights at Juno. They're free, and then they have like where you can get actual one-on-one dancing classes Monday nights.
Like after you eat?
Yeah.
You're gonna go dance after you eat.
Yeah, you know.
I mean,
Burn it
that's
off.
good calories. I mean, you have like good carbs, so you have a lot to burn, a lot of energy.
Right? Nice little, and it's a nice skill to add to the duffel too. You know?
You're gonna have to show us one of these days your moves.
Yeah, like a
Is it
segment.
like fairly busy? Like how? Like usually, what's like the you know, like the group size usually?
So the Juno nights are actually caught me off guard. Actually, for like a Thursday night, I walked in there. It was like the room was packed, and I'm like, oh, and like these people are like, they do this. So I'm like,
Yeah.
okay, I'm kind of nervous. The first couple times I really was like a wallfly because I'm anxiety ridden and stuff like that. But like now, they see me at a couple of them. They don't allow me to sit on the wall and stuff. They let you get a feel for it. But then everybody in there is going to come ask you to dance, even if it doesn't matter your skill level. So
Yeah.
I enjoy that.
No, that's what I love about salsa dancing because I've always been kind of got into like salsa dancing because I've always like Hispanic friends. Like I lived in Charleston and Denver, and then in New York and here. Because like our culture with the Hispanic culture is really familiar with like family and religion and like our food, so we connect a lot of this stuff together. And like what I notice about like salsa dancing is like I love getting asked by like the really old people because they're like so good, and then you know people look at you and say, "Oh, you're so amazing." I'm like, I did nothing. You know, like yeah, because they would like spin you and move you, and like there's like a like eventually there's like a repetition to the steps.
Yeah.
So they do have like specific steps that I kind of like know now. So like usually like how they spin you this way or the other way, you know where to spin. I mean the beginning steps are like when you're starting to do it, you don't. It's one of those things because like in salsa it is the man leading, which is also really hard for me because I don't want anybody leading me. But like you know like eventually you get to like where they're trying to turn you, and then if you don't turn that way, they figure out a way because like they're like really good at it at
No,
that.
they'll turn themselves.
Yeah, or they turn themselves. That's
What about
right.
like yoga or Pilates? Do you guys like yoga or Pilates?
I want to start doing it. But like I
It's
can't
very
anymore 'cause I'm
like
pregnant.
soothing for weekends.
Kundalini yoga is really cool.
I
It's
haven't
good
been
for you.
there.
Have you been there?
Mm-mm.
No. So like, do you guys like doing like just the regular yoga or the hot yoga? I used
Hot
to do
yoga.
the hot yoga in New York.
I've-
Like I just sweat like crazy.
I've never tried a hot yoga class. I've done a normal yoga class, and
It's brutal.
and it's definitely was very painful for my body. But I needed it, so
Yeah.
I might check out a hot yoga class. I don't know. Never thought about it.
I do want to do like I think Pilates is really good to have like the machines and stuff.
Oh
So
yeah.
so that always like intrigues me because I'm like, but they are a little bit on the pricey side. So, but like now it's like my husband won't even let me walk from like the parking lot to the store. He's like, I'll drop you off because I'm pregnant. So she's like, I guess I'm doing it. So.
How far along are you?
I'm only 8 weeks, and that's why I'm just like I'm not even showing. People don't even know I'm pregnant. That's why like you need to calm down a little bit. Because like I'm going to New Orleans at the end of the month, and so just cancel the trip. You know, New Orleans, like, it's a party town. I'm just like, we're going on a ghost tour. Like there's nothing like because my friends are very introverted. To like I told my husband is like if there's anything going down crazy, you know it's me. I'm the one that's just like let's do it.
Your friends are like quiet and shy.
I'm the one that's just like really like take my friends out of comfort zone because they're like it's only 2 a.m. Let's go karaoke. We still have time. You know I'm off tomorrow. So I told him he's like if anything goes down, it's not on them. It's totally on me. Like I'm the one who like let's do this. We're here for a little bit of time. Might as well take advantage of it, kind of thing. So this is I think it's funny.
Yeah.
I bet all your husbands, all your friends' husbands are happy you're pregnant. Like, oh, maybe she'll settle down a little bit.
No, it's just like even my husband said it's just like, well, I thought you were like gonna settle down, and I'm like, this is me settling down. Like remember when I used to like go out like 5 days out of the week? Like,
Oh my gosh.
because we were living in New York.
Yeah.
So like it's just one of those things where like you start being friends with people and like they would like randomly like, hey, I have tickets for like this New York Fashion Week thing. Do you want to come? And I'm like, oh, yes, I know that.
Yeah,
So
there's
they're
kind of like infinite things to do.
yeah,
feels
just-
like.
yeah, and then like you don't even like hobnob with like really rich and famous people. You just hobnob with anyone because like on like my Instagram, because like my regular friends are like, how are you like friends with like an opera singer? And I'm just like, I just met her from like background act, and that's also like background acting because a lot of like creatives and stuff do this for like a side gig or like to like for exposure and stuff. So like my friends would just be like, oh, I have like a ballet ticket, like like because like we have like some people that cancel. Would you like it? Like very last minute, literally like I was downtown and be like, can you come here in like 30 minutes? And I'll be like, yeah, I can Uber it. I can Uber a free ballet show, kind of thing. So like, but it was really dangerous. That's why my husband was like happy that we're not in New York anymore. But it's just like no, I'm just trying to like figure out because like I think I was just trying to figure out where to go tonight. Because the problem also is like I like really high dining places, but I don't want to like take advantage of my friend either. She's just
What about like Top Golf or something?
I've never actually been to Top Golf,
Don't
but I
get-
want to go with my husband because my husband.
Did you say don't do it?
Don't get too drunk.
Oh.
I can. I'm pregnant. That's
No,
the thing
instead,
too.
You lucked out. Like,
Yeah.
You really embarrass yourself up there.
He's like, I'm speaking through experience. I can feel it.
Yeah, I've never been to the thing. My husband used to be like he used to do like golf tournaments when he was like in high school and stuff. So like he has golf clubs, and I'm just like, just go, like shoot whatever the range or whatever that thing is. And it's just like it's just being lazy. But like when I saw the commercial, they're like food, and I'm like, wait, Top Golf? That's food? Like,
Yeah, it's like Dave and Buster food, like
Right?
normal
okay.
Finger food?
Yeah, like that normal. You have like a bar menu type of thing, type of vibe. But it's a nice little date spot for sure.
Yeah, I definitely need to like put that in. It's like something different too. 'Cause,
Yeah.
Like I'm not a golf person, but like
It's a fun.
like I can hit a ball with
Yeah.
a little bit of rage every now and then.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like
You're like, I can hit a ball as hard as I can.
yeah.
A few times a week.
Yeah, because like I've never actually like done golf before, but I'm like definitely interested about it. So I'm just trying to like also like figure. Like I said, it's just like it's still a little bit cold, so like there's not really like I don't really want to be outside and do things outside. So I'm just like I gotta wait a couple more months. That's why I'm always angry. Like my husband's birthday is on April, and my birthday is on March, and I'm just like it's not fair. Like
When is it
it's-
supposed to get warm here?
Like usually at the end, if you're lucky, like around the end of March.
Okay.
Like right after my birthday, and I'm just like, why didn't you happen like a week before? But like usually by April, it is starting to warm up.
It's nice out though. It's kicking it. That's kicking it outside.
I
right
have
now.
no body fat.
Oh,
That's the problem. Like I have nothing. So like I'm usually and I like refuse to accept winter. So I just wear like, summer clothes, but like have my really crazy jacket that people always
Yeah,
like,
you
"Where did
have
you
like
get-"
little clothes underneath, and you have like the big jacket and covers everything. So
I'm like Darth Vader with like my coat literally like goes all the way to my feet, and I have the big hoodie thing. So like most people are like, "Who are you?" And then I take off my clothes and they're like, "Why are you wearing so little clothing?" And I'm like, "'Cause I refuse to accept winter." So, but yeah, but that's just me. I hate winter with a passion. So much. Oh, so speaking of like things to do, it's just like I think like a really really popular topic now that's like really getting big is like AI stuff like ChatGPT, and like I think all of my friends in like, well, because I'm older in Facebook. I know that's like not your social media that you follow, but like for Facebook for a bit, everybody's like posting this like AI app that was like make them like different types of like art styles of their like their picture
yeah.
for like I don't know, it was like $7 or something like that,
yeah,
like
it was
really
like a real
cheap,
big
right?
trend.
Yeah, so like I think, and also like because like I am a content creator, so I do follow some content creator. Like ChatGPT is like I feel like it's like every like one out of like at least three video, ChatGPT, and I'm just like I look at it and I'm like, oh, it's helpful, but like also not helpful because like it's more like blogging stuff. It's not really like video content stuff. And that's the thing. It's just like we're more propelling to like TikTok. TikTok is definitely the algorithm that
It's
everybody.
kind of taking over.
Yeah. So like Facebook is trying to be TikTok, YouTube is trying to be TikTok, Instagram is trying to be TikTok. So like ChatGPT kind of is helpful, but like for like a video content creator, it really isn't. Like to a point it is, but to a point it is. And I think like I was reading an article of like the full sense of like AI, right? Because like older people like us are gonna say like people are taking your jobs. We know it doesn't. I mean, what are the horse and buggy doing? Before cars came, or
Yeah.
before like candles with electricity, you know what I mean? People still use candles, people. I mean, I think it's like the number one thing that they buy at Trader Joe's now. It's like candles. So like it's one of those things where like nobody's taking your job. Obviously, somebody will take your job because you're not good at it. That's just like doesn't matter if it's a robot or anything.
Right.
But I think for me, it's just like because I have friends that are like very creative, like tattoo artists, and like like because like my sister, she has a Fiverr where she does like little cute anime, like what is it like when people like give you money and then they want you to draw a specific thing.
Oh, the commissions and
Yeah,
stuff like
yeah,
that.
that kind of thing, and and I want to get her like a Jigglypuff like carpet. She's obsessed with Jigglypuff, but like but that's the thing though. It's just like people were so mesmerized by it because like for $7 you can literally have like tens and like even thousands of artwork depending on how many you want to make it. But at the end of the day, it's a computer. You cannot draw, right? It's just like taking inspirations from people that are actually like drawing this like in their Etsy or in their Fiverr and in that kind of thing. And most of my creative friends, like they still did it because they were like, oh, I mean, this is fun, it's cute, but like I would like cancel my subscription like right after I post my things on my social media kind of thing. But they also like there's also like an outcry because like at the end of the day, you're paying an app that is like stealing other people's like
Ideas, basically, almost too.
yeah. So it's just like if you think about it, it's just like it's not drawing for you. There's a difference of like, right? If it's like if this was like an app that is actually like drawing its own content, like but the thing is like it's not. It's
It's
stealing.
almost plagiarism.
Yeah.
Think about it.
That's the thing that I'm thinking about. It's like where do we draw the line of plagiarism? Like that's the problem.
It's funny that you brought this up. Me and my business partner been going through it because he's an illustrator, and so he's like the whole AI stuff. But we've come to actually realize people that go use like AI try to go their way first when it comes to like illustrations and stuff like that. The AI sometimes gives it too detailed, or it doesn't give you the originality that you're looking for. So I feel like it's just it's a challenge for the creators to be able to. You got to step it up. Like it's either the computer is going to replace you, or you learn to adapt and become more fluidity with your craft around here. Like
Definitely.
Yeah, because I think it's not just like art, like I mean, plagiarism is like such a big thing, but like even it's just like like the Fashion Nova and the Shane and the the cider of
Yeah.
like creators of like people that are like like I don't know if you guys remember, but like there's this strawberry cardigan that like got really really big. It was like this big. It's like a pink crocheted cardigan with like strawberries on them.
Okay.
I think it's more like a girl thing.
Yeah.
Because it was like a fashion trend. So like a lot of people were like into it, but like to get like an actual person to do it, because like with crochet, you have to do it by hand.
Yeah.
No machine can crochet something. You can make dresses and sew things, but for crochet, like it has to be made by hand.
Okay.
So like I remember like I wanted my husband to buy me one and get me at Etsy, and I think it was like running around like $280 to $350, which is like I don't mind, paying that. But then she didn't have the color that I wanted. So. But like
You're not,
like
not for
Yeah.
without the color.
but like like Shane and Cider and all that stuff were like offering, right, this like product for like way cheaper, right? And it's like it's one of those things where like it's cute, I love it, I want it, but like then you start like going to this rabbit hole of like, if crochet is like handmade, how much did they pay the person that made this thing? Is it really crochet? Like maybe it's not crochet, it's like a something. I mean if they can like manufacture a fake egg, I mean I think they can manufacture a crochet
Yeah.
shirt, you know what I
Pretty
mean?
sure.
Right? Because like if they can make an egg that looks like an egg, like that's pretty good.
Yeah.
Right? So then you like think about it, it's just like, because also like they did not come up with the idea. Right? It's like a person in Etsy or Fiverr, or like and also like you, like as a creator, you want to get compensated for the hours, because if you were on the other way if you're in the other way and then you're working and your boss is just like, I decided to just pay you 50 cents today, or just be like, yeah, I quit, right?
Right.
So, and I think like that's why like the whole idea of just like copying and just like, because it's just so convenient.
Yeah, it definitely makes conveniency.
Yeah.
But my problem with it was, who is collecting all of this data?
Google.
You're sending
Google is
people,
collecting all
people are
this
sending your
data.
pictures of your face to all this random search engine, and it's like AI is getting so crazy. They're stealing people's voices and all this other stuff that goes on. I'm just like, yeah, that's too much.
Do you even want to get crazier? So I read an article. So like, how like Google is like trying to do their own chat GPT? Like this might be two stories altogether that I'm combining, but I don't know if it was Google or like another company, because they're all competing for their own like chat GPT, because Bing has gonna come out with their own too. So but like a company decided to have like kind of like a chat GPT, and they named, I forgot, let's just say like his name was like Paul. So they named the software Paul, right? To do like specific things. And when it doesn't do the thing anymore, or it's like it's glitching, or like it's trying to like veer off on the command that they want, they can shut it down. But Paul was like, no, I'm not gonna shut down.
Oh, that's scary.
So like it rebelled and did not shut down. And that made its own thing.
So it's the start of iRobot.
Exactly. Well, it's the start of Terminator, if anything else.
Oh,
I feel like I'm too old.
Killer
Like,
robots.
yeah, because like the Terminator is like, we started in like Sky something, and then it started with an AI, and then it became all robots and stuff.
They have one now in Snapchat. Have you guys seen?
Which one?
The AI?
Yeah, like it's an AI chat, and you can like ask it questions and talk to it, like Snapchat with it, and it's like instant. Like you can ask it a question, and it replies instantly.
I mean, Siri is like that already. Like, it's really funny because like randomly, like me and my husband would just be like chatting to each other. I never said Siri, right? Because like you have to say like Siri, right? Like Siri, what is like the weather today? Or you have to push the button.
Yeah.
Like I'll just be like chatting with my husband. He's like, the weather today is not good. It will be raining. And I'm like, Siri, why are you listening to me? I
It's all
didn't
in the
even call your
conversation.
name. Yes.
Oh.
And it's just like, damn Siri, like why are you like disrupting my conversation?
I thought my MacBook was tripping. It's been doing that to me, where the bubble would just pop up, and I'm like, I didn't touch anything on my laptop. And I
No,
was
it's
like,
not even a bubble. Like she would literally start talking
That's
when we're like, cause like me and my husband usually like watch dating shows because it's funny for us because we don't have drama in
You're
it.
like, we need drama.
Yeah, exactly. So I like that's why like I like drama from like afar, because like I'll be like judgmental and like talk about it, but like I'm not any close to them, so there's no repercussions.
It's like, it's never gonna happen to me, but I'm interested.
Exactly. But like I want like a little bit of excitement in my life. So like we'll talk about like the dating strategies and like how they're acting and like we'll just chit chat about it and then we get all like passionate about it because we like have our own teams. And then all of a sudden Siri will be like pop up all of a sudden and just be like that like that actor is blah 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 like taping a show and I'm like Siri, I never asked you anything.
She has her own team.
Yeah, and I have 2 iPhones, so it does it like every now and then on both of them. I'm just like, but I didn't call you. Like, why are you just talking to me?
She's listening in.
Yeah, I like the chats. I think like talking to AI is fun. Like you can just ask them questions, and they're like I'll ask them questions about like astrology, and they have like pretty
Yeah.
good answers. I'm like, wow, they get pretty technical with it, like for instant answers.
No, it's getting like that's why like ChatGPT was like really really big, because like there is like as a website with your blogs and stuff, there is like a lot of like things that you can do with it because like different creator will tell you like ask GPT like you can use your competitor business and then rewrite their strategy to look like kind of like the same but different so they don't sue you. And then from that, create content for me for the next 30 days.
Oh my gosh.
And then it gives you like all these steps by steps of like different questions and content that you can make. But the problem with that for me, because it doesn't apply to me, is like I do video content.
Yeah.
So like I don't like I do like fashion content or like like I read chapter a book a day kind of thing. I can't really do that with ChatGPT. And also like have you guys seen the AI thing where like you can AI your face and your voice? So this guy. You know how like in videos when you're videoing yourself sometimes you're not looking at the camera or like you're in a weird angle, so he did the application and everything in the app. The whole time he was looking at the camera, but he had like 2 videos of like what he's actually doing and what the AI app was actually doing. And you see like some of the times like he'll be like looking at the side or like he'll be sneezing, but on the AI thing it looks like he was looking at the camera
the whole
time.
The whole time. That's creepy.
Like he wasn't even
It
making
is.
any like. But like, is there like any app right now that you guys are like obsessed with? And
I found this really cool, and so we do augmented reality stuff, and I found this app that I pretty much can scan any object I want and bring it into the 3D space. So I really much been going around just scanning a bunch of cool different things, and, like just playing around with it. But it's a beta app, and it's dope. Like it's crazy. I was like scan like the Porvita buggy inside of it. And like they were like, oh, it looks exactly like the Porvita buggy. It's crazy.
Huh.
Off my iPhone.
Yeah, I've not heard that at all.
yeah,
Sounds interesting though.
yeah. I mean, even with like the VR now and like the metaverse, I just think like metaverse is like the cheaper version of Sims.
Yeah.
It really is. But like to me, it's just like because like my friend does exercise on metaverse because he said it's much more fun because you're not just like in a treadmill, right? He's like running in a jungle or whatever. It's just like the Wii of my time, just like doing the tennis kind of
Oh
thing.
my gosh.
So, well, like I remember those days, or like the Dance Dance Revolution of my time. But like he does like the metaverse, and my nephews does the metaverse because like they can fly or they can be a goat attacking people.
Yeah.
That game is like so confusing.
Yeah, they're working on something really cool. So it's called the pass-through mode. So it brings like the best of both worlds. So it's like you still can do everything that you're doing in the metaverse, but you're seeing your own surroundings. So you're adding it in to your actual real life applications, and it's like it's crazy. Like they got one game coming out where it's like it's legit. You're living the Sims lifestyle in your house.
That's cool.
Yeah, and then also
Oh,
saw,
that's cool.
yeah, I also saw like they were like building like VR rooms where it's like shooting games where they have like specific spots where like zombies are supposed to be attacking you, so they have like walls but like different things to like make sure like it feels like you're bumping into things or you have to move to a door, that kind of thing.
Or like the ones where you can run in
Yeah.
like place.
Yeah.
Yeah. But it's also like I remember like how primitive it was like does everybody been to like Disneyland or Disney World?
Yeah.
They have those like shows where like they spray you with water, right? And then like you smell the lemons that's like on the screen, and then your like seats will like kind of shake a little bit or something. Like not crazy, but like just a little bit. And I remember like as a kid, I'm like, oh my god, this is like so cool. Like I can smell the lemons and like I got spit in the water, like on the screen. But then now my nephews, that's the thing. It's just like I tell my nephews, it's just like you don't even understand. Okay, like we had to deal with like 80s, 90s, like
Yeah.
CGI. You know what I mean? Like Jurassic Park was like, you know what I mean? But now it's like you don't even know, right? So it's just like I told him, it's just like you guys are very lucky. Like our games are like
Yeah.
Mario and like they have like the Mario like Superstars crazy thing, and I can't play with them because I'm like I don't even know where I am most of the time because they're just like jumping. I know it's just like I'm too old because like I'll be like where am I? Like how did I got attacked? Like I thought I was in your team. And they're just like, you've been dead for like 15 minutes.
You've been like pretending to play as someone else moving around.
Yeah. So like I'm trying to get them to play World of Warcraft because it's more like my pace. You know, we just like walk around and like kill boars, like one at a time. But like their games, like the goat games, they'll be like, oh, play with us. And I'm like, I don't get it. Like, why am I a goat? Why am I jumping here? Why am I attacking people? And they're just like, you just do it. It's fun. And I'm like, I don't get it. But yeah, but it's just me. So...
That's funny.
But I think it is definitely interesting, like at least like, you know, seeing like how like my generation, the new generation. I definitely don't have like I'm not a boomer, obviously. I'm a millennial. We don't like my time. You know, how dare you? Like you guys don't even like appreciate. I'm like, no, I think like the trajectory of like our generation is getting better. People are asking for like better work life,
Yeah.
better life, you know, better life. Period.
Yeah.
You know, and it's just like, and I'm just like, who doesn't want that?
And our technology is getting crazy.
I
Like,
know.
it
Super advanced.
is about to be nuts. Gaming in the next 5 years is going to be insane.
My grandparents like have zero technology. Like seriously, my grandpa still use like one of those rotary phones.
Oh, the landline.
It still works.
Yeah.
Yeah, it
Nice.
does. You
Like
can-
I bring up anything and he's like, I don't know what that even means. I don't even know what that is. I'm like,
I mean,
there's
I
a lot going on.
No, but it's just like you can't even imagine of like the person that like now that are like 100 years old, because like if you think about it, at their time, they like when they were a kid, it was literally horse and buggy.
But that's
with,
how
like,
fast like it has advanced.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly. So like that's why like I can't just be like. That's why when people are like so adamant about it, I'm just like, you don't want new things. Like I love it.
Yeah.
yeah,
Like, give me new stuff.
I love the new.
Yeah, it's
totally.
like
I like to upgrade. I hate like repetitive and
Yeah.
like the same.
I mean, I do get annoyed because like sometimes like my stuff is more complicated than I want to be. That's why I have a husband, you know. So it's just like I'm like Ryan, it's like not working. Figure it out. You know, but like I will never say that. It's just like oh, this is like I think it is cool because like when my nephews were here for COVID, they were here in New Mexico for like 3 months, not intentionally. Like it just happened. You know, it's cool for them to be like on Twitch and like listening to like 15 of their friends, you know, as they talk about like the most random, shallow stuff to like religion and politics. And I'm like, but you're 12,
Yeah.
you know?
Shallow stuff.
Yeah, you know.
Shallow stuff.
Yeah, you know, like you know, poop and farts because they're boys. But you know, to like all of a sudden like really deep stuff that I'm like, wow, where you guys talk about this stuff? This is
Yeah.
interesting.
Well, particularly on that, like I've been noticing like a trend on TikTok too, where like you go down and people are like, "Prove to me God doesn't exist," or like you go down and it's like, "Prove to me God does exist," or like there's like these broad topics that you can watch live of people like getting on, like really having deep conversations. I think kids can have like more of a perspective on you know what's going on with that sort of thing too.
Yeah.
Yeah, no, I can't wait like where they're going, what they're doing,
I love it.
and it's just like I would have an exoskeleton of myself.
That-
Like your parents
Yeah.
might not have taught you something, but like you can get on the internet and
yeah.
kind of get like a conversation of like a really
Right.
depthful meaning
Yeah.
to it.
The levels of communication in the game chats are
Yeah.
amazing. Like, amazing. You get some of the most wisdom at 3 a.m. on a Call of Duty game chat that you ever get from somebody.
Yeah,
Yeah, that's true.
I do think like our world is kind of like getting smaller, in a way, because like people that you wouldn't know or reach before, you get like that's why like people are just like we are kind of lonely, but we're kind of not at the same way. It's a very very complex. I think the problem is like we're using old terms to describe new problems. You know what I mean? Like you can't really say lonely as if like, you know, back then when you had like literally had no friends. Because like my nephews is like they do see their friends like on the weekends or like when they were like away for COVID. Like I said, it's like he's on that thing like all the time. He was on that thing for like afternoon till like at night and he sleeps with that his phone like listening to like, you know what I mean? I think like the problem is just like we're using these old terms and old laws to like try to like make sense of what's happening now because it's getting like too complicated for like
Yeah.
my generation and up. That but like I just look at like you guys and like my younger nephews and I'm just like I can't wait what you guys are gonna bring us, you know?
Yeah, seriously.
I feel like they miss it's the physicalness of it. Like you're more connected with everybody nowadays, but like I feel like everybody is just
The lack of physical
Yeah,
connection because of that.
yeah. So like a lot of people like you have friends, but like they're all online. So like a lot of people don't have that group of homies where you're outside.
I just saw a video, I think last night, of like this guy. They were like gamers. They had gamed for like 10 years.
Yeah.
And then his family like called that like best friend over and brought him into the house. And they're like, oh my God, like the first time meeting, but they've been like best friends online for years. I'm like, that's crazy
Yeah,
that things like that are happening. and
I got
going
a
around.
friend that I've been playing 2K with since I was like 15. Never met him.
Yeah.
Couldn't point him out from a can of
Like
paint
the
if like
physical
we're in a,
contact, yeah, it's not
Yeah.
there. But like the emotional contact,
Yeah.
is there.
But it's also the same with like people that are like dating online too, right? Like
Very similar.
You know, when, like I did watch 90 Day Fiance for a bit. You know, I'd like
love
to
that
be
show.
yeah, but I had to stop because it got too much. But like the thing though is just like you know, to think that's just like someone gets so connected for someone so far away. But you know, but when you do talk to somebody so long, right, for
Yeah.
like hours and hours at the time, and then see their face in you know in the video chats and stuff there is like because you can't say there's no connection there's always going to be some kind of connection. I mean we think our little Roomba is our friend and it's a robot Roomba. You know, humans have this way of just like humanizing anything, literally any, like I said, even your Roomba, like we get so attached to like things that we shouldn't be attached about, but because like we're always like you know looking for this like connection that we always want. But yeah. So, speaking of connection, this is going to be interesting. We have our Reddit subreddit today. I like the title. It says, Kids' Neighborhood Bake Sale Goes Bitter when an entitled mom demanded half of the profits despite her kid bailing in the middle of the day. So this is going to be interesting.
Oh.
So, it's pretty much saying is that, let me go see. My phone is like, yeah, technology. So neighbors at best are your fiercest allies and worst, your unshakable nightmares. There seems to be no in between, and if you're one of the unlucky ones, you just know how bad things can get. This mom recently experienced this tension with her neighbors because of their kids' shared bake sale. They live in in the same neighborhood that gets a lot of tourists. So her kids and the neighbors' kids decided to sell cookies. So the original poster joke, she should charge them for her labor and the ingredients she paid for because she wanted to introduce the concept of net gains. Instead, she will donate those to their costs, but they don't have to repay her for the money she lent them for loose change. The kids earn a lot of money and love seeing them learning about hard work and getting excited about their success. All was going well. I like how like it's always like all was going well until the neighbor's kid got bored after a few hours. He wanted to go home and told the kids to come by his house once they were done to deliver his half of the profit. So the original parents' kid said that wasn't fair, and if he was going to leave, they just split the money they had on hand. So the original parents' kids refused to give in to his demands. I mean, of course, because he's a child, she's a parent, making the neighbor's kid leave in a huff. After a few hours, the original parents' kids cleaned up and carried everything they used for the sale. They were annoyed that the neighbor's kid got annoyed at them. Suddenly, they hear someone knocking. It was the neighbor's kid, who is still pouting, and his mom, who was holding a receipt. The mom explains that she brought a bunch of stuff the kids used for their bake sale. It cost her a lot of money, and it was unfair for the other kids to make money off of what they bought. The mom was demanding compensation for what she bought. The original parents saw the receipt and immediately saw items they didn't use for the bake sale. So she got annoyed that the other kid's mom turned something innocent and fun into an awkward conversation. The mom was ignoring the fact that her kid went home early and the original parent was primarily in charge of baking all the goods they sold. Original parent shook it off and got her own receipt. She sat with the kid and his mom and then began calculating every item she bought for the bake sale. She also made a lot of cookies, and by the end of her computation, the neighbor's kids owed $23. Everyone was quiet, and then the original parent thanked the mom for making sure everything was handled fairly. So, this is always hard because it is true. Like, you're either like really close to your neighbors or you don't know your neighbors. Because like I don't know my neighbors,
I don't either.
Me either.
and I actually live in
When
like
I was younger, I did.
yeah,
Like when playing outside was the thing.
Yeah.
yeah. I think if you're like a kid, and like you like you live in that neighborhood, you know other kids. Because my
Yeah.
neighborhood is like that. Like there are like a lot of kids that play every day,
Oh,
and you
that's
see
good.
them walk to. Because like that, this our school is literally like not even 4 blocks away. So like you see the kids like walking back from school or to school in the morning, and then they all play together. I think once we have kids, that's probably gonna be the deal. Like we're probably gonna end up knowing our neighbors because they live in the neighborhood. But like, it's really hard also, right? Because like if you're the one that put in all the money for the baking,
But if your kid didn't stick it out, that's part of the hustle.
but he said he was there half the day. That's the thing.
Yeah. Oh. I'm all
Yeah.
Like,
I mean, like if you go to
that's
your
part of the-
job,
Part
right?
of the hustle. You only
You-
get half the money.
Yeah, but like if you go to your job, right? Half of the day, like by noon, you were like, I don't feel good. I gotta bounce.
Yeah.
Right, and your job is just like, well, you're not getting paid for the day.
Yeah. But I agree
Did
with
the other kids stay the whole time?
Yeah, so like
Yeah,
so the
so-
parent that like baked and like decided because the kids decided to do the bake sale together because they saw that they were like there was a lot of tourist people, we can make some money.
smart way.
Yeah, I mean the kids, how else are they gonna make money? They can't like get a regular job, right?
Yeah.
But the problem is just like the other kid was just like, this is more responsibility than I thought I was gonna chew. Right?
Yeah.
So I'm a
But the neighbors shouldn't have gone like
Yeah.
collecting. I mean, it's for the kids,
The-
you know. Like,
yeah.
she should be more concerned about her child giving up.
Yeah, and they
Yeah.
could have like paid him out for the time that he was there, like break off whatever money we had when you're leaving, but everything that we make after you left,
Oh, that's
I'm not
perfect.
giving you any of my
no,
money.
but that's the problem. It's just like the kid wanted like some kind of payment
Yeah,
because like he was there, right? But the problem is like he never made any of the cookies. He was just there, and then his mom came in and butted in, and she's like, "Well, we bought like items for like this cookie sale." And then they look at the receipt, and they're like, "No, actually, you didn't. It's just some regular receipt." And then she tallied up her receipt, and then you actually owe us $23
Well, yeah.
for your endeavor.
your kid, he signed up for it. Like
Right.
me and that's how me and my homies started our hustle. We would sell chips, candies, and slushies in the summertime, and if you don't chip in, you don't get to eat. That's like, it's that simple. Like you agreed with your homies to go sell these cookies. Y'all got to stay out there until the cookies are sold. Like,
Also, another thing is like just because he left, like everyone could have left, and then
Exactly.
the profit could have stopped there. But they chose to keep working. So does he get the part of how long they chose to keep making money?
Yeah. Well, I think also like the thing is like that I understand are like kids are gonna be kids. I hate it when like parents butt in.
yeah.
Yeah, because that's
You know
hard
what
too.
I mean? Because to me it's just like, don't get me wrong, like I mean I don't have kids of my own, but I love my nephews and and I will give them my kidney if it's necessary. I will fight for them for the ends of the earth. But like if they did something that they knew they shouldn't be doing in the first
Yeah.
place and they come run to me and be like, like I got bullied, and I'm just like, no, tell me the story. Tell me the
Yeah.
real
Yeah.
story. You know what I mean? Like it's okay to like protect your kid and back your kid up. But then also you don't want to support them because also as a parent, what are you telling him? You're telling them like half of the work is all you have to do.
Yeah,
Like,
exactly.
I
For the
mean,
full profit, yeah, definitely.
And I mean, technically, he's still a kid. I mean, there's still have time for him to learn.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But those little teachable moments are like what makes you as
Yeah.
you become to an adult because those are the things that you remember.
Yeah.
Right? As a kid.
for
Like
sure.
those are the moments that's just like when you see your parents like you know, like, oh, you know, I mean, you don't realize like how much money everything costs and the bills are, but eventually it like starts, you know, you start putting together the puzzle.
Yeah.
And just be like, oh, you know what, remember that like that one time where my friends could go but I couldn't because like we had, you know, they didn't tell us that like because we had to pay the electric bill. But like
Yeah.
eventually you deduce that as you get older that like those times that are hard times, it's not like your parents want to punish you. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes they do, but like they don't want to punish you. But it's just like they're just doing the best that they can to the ability that they can, especially like financially. So I feel like as a parent, that lady is teaching like his son this, just like, you know, a halfway job is good enough. And if
Yeah.
like if it doesn't work out, I'm just gonna go get my parents to fight for my battle.
That's
Yeah.
probably why he gave up in the first place, because he
Yes.
knew already his mom.
Like
had
his
it.
mom's gonna
Yeah.
back him up.
Yeah.
And you know, we've had those friends.
Those
I mean,
kids
we've
get-
all.
Those
I mean-
kids get beat up on the park though.
I mean, sometimes they don't.
Yeah, those
Sometimes
kids
they
don't.
just grow up to be really, really annoying adults, and then you have to work for them or work with them.
Yeah.
You know, and I think that's the problem. It's just like sometimes I hate it when like things that should be like they should like figure them out. Like kids are not dumb, and also like then you escalate it, and then now they're not friends anymore.
Yeah.
Right now you just ruined their friendship.
Because I can't kick
Right?
it. I can't kick it with somebody that went and got their mom on me.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We gotta talk.
Exactly.
We gotta
That's
talk
one thing
about
you don't do.
that.
You don't call your mom or the police.
Yeah.
Right? Like,
It's just one of those things where, like, as a kid and like you fight with other kid, okay, that's fine. But once you escalate it,
Yeah.
you're just like, okay, now that's not cool. Depending on like the age, like if they're young, like if they're like under second grade, they don't really care, right?
Yeah.
But then after that, that's when you're just like,
All right, bro.
oh, because like you think about it, it's just like, oh, what's gonna happen if another thing like this happen again? Are you just gonna bring your mom again? Like, I'm not gonna deal
It's like
with
a
that.
red flag for somebody to work with or collaborate with.
Yeah.
Definitely.
But like I said, it's just like we all know those kids as adults.
yeah.
Kids and families too, because I mean his family also got involved and was like taking us back on it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Instead of like
And also-
telling them to actually go back out there and sell
Yeah.
the cookies and tough it up. Like,
Yeah.
Yeah, they're
But-
like, you owe us money, and he's done for the day.
And also like
We want half.
like how much like at the end of the day, like let's just, even if they made like, I mean it's impossible, but like even if they made $500 profits and their son is owed $250, $250, like are you gonna ruin your neighbor's friendship for $250? That this is
Yeah,
something that
that's-
always annoyed me when it comes to money. I'm like, dude, are you really like, you just like, I understand it's money, but like are you really gonna ruin your relationship for like a forever thing for $250? I'm like, I won't. You know, like my kids were enjoying having fun with it. He's a kid.
Yeah.
He doesn't know any better. Like he's supposed to learn from like your parents and people that are like older than you and surrounding than you. But then now, like you created this environment where now they're not friends anymore. You guys are not neighbors anymore. For like, was it like she said like $23? Like for $23, now you're not neighbors anymore. Your kids are not playing anymore. Now they gotta find another friend. They gotta go next door if they're lucky, if they're like have kids. You know what I mean? Like I feel like that's just so petty for like a little bit of money.
I feel like the parents are kind of the a-holes in the situation because they're
Yeah.
enabling it, and there's like a line that you can draw.
I mean, I don't doubt the kid also knew that in the first place. You know what I mean? Like you,
Yeah, that's true.
a lot of us have like we don't want to accept it. But
Yeah.
we have gotten some of our personalities from our parents. I mean, it's not intentional, right? And
sure.
also like we mimic what we see. So like if he sees that like his parents are like that kind of the Karen people, you know, like he's just like, well, you know, that's the way the world works,
Yeah.
right? Because like that's your
So
universe.
to him, it is okay, possibly.
Yeah, because like that's the
really
the
doesn't see the
environment that
issue.
like he sees on a daily basis, and that's what you're passing on to your children also.
Yeah, that's why I think
know.
it's the
You're
parents.
passing them how to be irresponsible, because now that child later in life is not going to want to pay his bill
Yeah.
because he,
Or
that's
just
all
only
he's-
work half of the day. You know,
just work half the
pay
day.
me half the day.
Yeah. That's crazy.
That's just crazy. But well, this is the end of our show. We will see you guys next week. Thank you for tuning in for In Hindsight. And if you guys want to feature or you would like to have your business be interviewed or actually be sponsored with our In Hindsight TV show, please contact us, and we will see you guys next week.
Bye.
Bye.